In the world of unexplained phenomena, few topics are as enduring or as captivating as UFOs, unidentified flying objects. For decades, enthusiasts, scientists, and skeptics alike have debated the existence of extraterrestrial life and the possibility that these mysterious crafts might be visiting Earth. While much of the public's attention has been drawn to blurred videos and vague sightings, an explosive new development surfaced when a member of Anonymous, the infamous hacking collective, reportedly uploaded a clear photo of a UFO. What makes this image particularly shocking is that it appears to have been taken inside a military base, leading many to speculate about the government's involvement in concealing evidence of extraterrestrial technology. The anonymous member, whose identity remains hidden, shared the photograph on various internet platforms frequented by those interested in UFOs and government secrets. Unlike many grainy and poorly focused images of UFOs that have been dismissed over the years, this photo is said to be remarkably clear, offering a detailed view of a disc-shaped object hovering inside what looks like a high-security facility. The upload sparked widespread attention and has raised serious questions about what governments might be hiding when it comes to extraterrestrial visitors. The photograph that surfaced shows what appears to be a large metallic disc suspended above the ground inside what looks like an industrial or military setting. The environment surrounding the craft suggests that the photo was taken within a secure compound. Behind the UFO, equipment and structures consistent with a military base can be seen, walls, surveillance cameras, and perhaps even hangars where such crafts might be stored. The UFO itself is striking in its clarity. The disc is reflective, with a smooth surface free of any visible seams or panels, leading some to speculate that it could be constructed from advanced materials not typically found in human-made aircraft. The edges of the craft are sharply defined, and the object appears to hover above the ground without any visible propulsion system, lending credence to the idea that it may be utilizing some form of anti-gravity technology. Anonymous's member claimed that the photo was taken from within a military base, although they refused to disclose the specific location or country. However, the infrastructure and military hardware in the background suggest a Western or American facility, possibly linking the photo to a classified government project or Black Ops initiative. The image's clarity and the context in which it was taken have led to rampant speculation that this might be the most credible UFO evidence ever released to the public. The Anonymous Collective has long been known for its involvement in exposing government and corporate corruption, often using hacking to access classified information and sharing it with the public. Over the years, the group has targeted a wide range of organizations, from authoritarian governments to major corporations, and has built a reputation for delivering shocking, hidden truths. However, the group's involvement in the release of a UFO photograph from a military base takes their activities into uncharted territory. The hacker who uploaded the image insisted on maintaining complete anonymity, claiming that the release of this photograph could potentially put their life at risk. This admission only deepened the intrigue, suggesting that the government, likely the US government, was actively working to suppress information about extraterrestrial technology. If this were indeed the case, it would not be the first time the US government has been accused of covering up UFO-related evidence. In recent years, there has been a resurgence of public interest in UFOs, fueled by the Pentagon's release of declassified videos showing unexplained aerial phenomena. The anonymous member's photograph adds fuel to the fire, appearing to confirm that governments are not only aware of UFOs, but are actively working with or studying them within the confines of secure military installations. The fact that this information was leaked by a group known for its disruptive tactics raises concerns about the level of secrecy surrounding the topic and why governments might be so intent on keeping it hidden. The photograph raises many questions, particularly regarding the nature of the craft and its connection to government projects. Some UFO enthusiasts believe the photo is evidence that extraterrestrial technology has been recovered and is being reverse-engineered by the military. This theory has been supported by numerous whistleblower accounts over the years, particularly following the infamous Roswell incident in 1947, when debris from an alleged UFO crash was recovered by the US government. For decades, researchers have claimed that military bases, many of which are highly classified, houses not only recovered alien spacecraft, but also extraterrestrial beings. Could the photograph uploaded by the anonymous member be proof that such facilities exist not only in Nevada, but in other undisclosed locations as well? Some have suggested that the object in the photograph bears a striking resemblance to the classic flying saucer design often associated with UFO sightings, indicating that governments may have successfully reverse-engineered anti-gravity technology based on alien designs. Others, however, argue that the object in the photo may not be extraterrestrial at all, but instead could be part of a classified military project. The US Air Force and other military branches have a long history of developing cutting-edge aircraft that remain secret for years before being publicly acknowledged. Examples of this include the stealth bomber and drone technology, which were once considered highly classified. If the object is indeed a human-made craft, it could represent technological advancements that have yet to be revealed to the public, possibly involving new propulsion systems or aerospace capabilities far beyond what is currently known. As the photograph circulated across the internet and sparked discussions in UFO and research communities, there was a notable lack of response from government agencies. While the Pentagon and other official bodies have, in the past, been quick to debunk UFO claims or dismiss photographic evidence as misinterpretations, the silence surrounding this particular image has been telling. Many interpret this as a deliberate effort to avoid drawing attention to the image, hoping it will eventually fade from public consciousness. This strategy, however, may have the opposite effect. The secrecy and lack of transparency only reinforce the idea that something is being hidden, leading more people to believe that governments are indeed in possession of extraterrestrial technology or are actively working on classified projects that defy public knowledge. While the photograph uploaded by the anonymous member has generated significant excitement in UFO communities, there is also a more rational perspective being discussed. Some skeptics and analysts have suggested that the object shown in the image may not be a UFO at all, but rather advanced scientific or military equipment. Given that the photograph was allegedly taken inside a military base, the argument goes that the object could be part of a classified experiment or aerospace technology under development, rather than an extraterrestrial craft. The highly secretive nature of military bases, particularly those associated with experimental technologies, naturally lends itself to speculation. Such facilities often house cutting-edge research projects that are not disclosed to the public, leading to misinterpretations when sensitive information or images surface. In this case, some experts have proposed that the object seen in the photograph may be a prototype for new aircraft or aerospace technology, possibly being tested under tight security protocols. One of the leading theories put forth by skeptics is that the object could be part of a scientific apparatus related to high-level research, possibly in fields such as aerospace engineering, quantum mechanics, or even energy generation. Many military facilities are known to collaborate with private contractors and scientific organizations to develop new technologies, some of which may look futuristic or otherworldly when taken out of context. For instance, high-altitude surveillance drones, experimental aircraft, and even space-related technology can have sleek, disc-like designs that resemble classic depictions of UFOs. Such equipment, still in development, may lack visible propulsion systems or other recognizable components, leading some to interpret them as alien craft. If the object in the photograph is indeed a military experiment, it could be a prototype for an advanced vehicle using technologies like stealth capabilities or electromagnetic propulsion, which would explain its unusual shape and appearance. Moreover, the possibility exists that the object is part of energy research, given the military's interest in next-generation power sources for use in both warfare and space exploration. Devices designed to test zero-point energy or other advanced concepts might have unorthodox designs, contributing to their UFO-like appearance. Without further context about the purpose of the military base in question, it is challenging to definitively rule out this theory. The fact that the photograph was taken in a military environment adds weight to the argument that the object could be human-made, given that military organizations are known to keep their most advanced projects hidden from public view. The US Air Force, for example, has a long history of developing groundbreaking aviation technology, often behind closed doors and under a veil of secrecy. The stealth fighter jet programs, for instance, remained classified for years, with early sightings often misinterpreted as UFOs by the public. While the topic of UFOs has fascinated the public for decades, governments worldwide, especially in powerful nations like the United States, have historically been hesitant to engage in open discussions about unidentified flying objects. Despite growing public interest and frequent sightings, the official stance on UFOs has often been one of silence or dismissal. This reluctance to speak candidly about the subject has fueled speculation that governments are withholding important information from the public, particularly when it comes to sightings near sensitive locations, such as military bases. The photograph of a potential UFO inside a military base, uploaded by an anonymous member, highlights the type of incident that governments typically prefer to keep under wraps. Whether due to national security concerns, fear of public panic, or the desire to protect classified technologies, governments have consistently shown a pattern of deflection when asked directly about UFOs. This refusal to engage with the topic raises important questions. Why are governments so reluctant to talk about UFOs? And what might they be hiding? One of the most common reasons governments are reluctant to discuss UFOs is related to national security. Many UFO sightings occur near military installations, air bases, or testing grounds where classified aircraft and weapons technology are developed and tested. If a sighting involves a military project, even if it looks like an extraterrestrial craft, governments have a vested interest in keeping the nature of the object secret to protect advanced technology from falling into the hands of foreign adversaries. Discussing these objects, even under the guise of investigating UFOs, could inadvertently reveal classified information. Moreover, governments may not have definitive answers to what some of these sightings actually are. Acknowledging unidentified flying objects could force them into uncomfortable positions, where they would have to admit ignorance or lack of control over their own airspace. In the high-stakes arena of national defense, such admissions could have major consequences, both in terms of public confidence and potential vulnerabilities in military strategy. For this reason, it is often easier for governments to ignore or downplay UFO sightings rather than engage with them openly. Another reason for government reluctance may be the fear of public panic. Historically, governments have worked to maintain a sense of stability and control, especially when dealing with matters that might evoke strong emotional reactions from the public. UFO sightings, particularly those involving alleged extraterrestrial craft, tap into deep-seated fears about the unknown and the possibility of encounters with alien life. In addition to concerns about national security and public panic, governments may also avoid UFO discussions to protect classified technologies. Many UFO sightings involve objects that behave in ways that appear to defy known human capabilities, such as traveling at extreme speeds, making sharp turns, or hovering without visible propulsion. While some believe these objects could be extraterrestrial in origin, others argue that they may represent advanced military aircraft or drone technology. Governments have a vested interest in ensuring that information about these top-secret projects remains hidden. If foreign governments were able to gain insight into these technologies, it could compromise the military advantage of the nation in question. By dismissing UFO sightings or simply refusing to acknowledge them, governments may be trying to prevent any information about classified technologies from leaking out.